Let's go somewhere far away. Keep me on your wavelength on our own continuum. Let our odyssey begin. Take me where the view is clear. Up where the air is thinner. I'm your astronaut and you're my oxygen. Oh, you lift me up, you take me high. You're with me every day and night. With you I'm always flying through a new dimension. Just look around at what we found. You say we've only just begun. So close your eyes and 3, 2, 1. 'Cause I don't care if we never reach a planet. I don't care if we never touch the ground. It's not bound. A final destination. All I want is the light with you around. Take me up to the stars, take me up to the view. Come and dance in the sky with no idea where we're headed to. Take a walk on the sun, live a day on the moon. 'Cause I don't care where we go, just let me get lost in space with you. I wanna see the stars. Take a walk on the sun, live a day on the moon. 'Cause I don't care where we go, just let me get lost in space with you.
I don't even know what the fuck to say. What are you? What? There she is. Don't you like a man with some pet leeches? What are you talking about? Pretty sick? Okay, you think pet leeches are sick, but you don't think that keeping your own appendage in a bottle is sick? Okay. In a jar, excuse me. Also, I talked to my nursing friend about it today, and she said that she agrees with me. If her pinky got cut off, she would keep it and put it in a jar too. And she knew exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about formaldehyde and keeping organs in jars. So just so you know, Ivory. Why were you guys talking about pickup lines and pet leeches? Oh, I'm so glad it's not weird for you, because it's not weird to anybody. Chloroform? I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. I can't remember. Stop it. Oh, yeah, Ivory likes to stream when I'm at work, so, you know, the great times for me. He was the leech man. Oh, true, you were the leech man in Dead by Daylight. That was so much fun. If you're new here, we have Discord game nights. Well, we've had one, and we will have another one in January. And I'm also drinking wine. I'm drinking peach Moscato. It's growing on me. I didn't like it when I first tasted it, but now I like it. And I do have ice in here because I like my wine cold. Because I've decided that 3 times that I've had a wine, I like it when it's cold. There's not as much wine in here as it looks like. Stretch! I just sat down. Cold wine, yeah. It's good cold, actually. I was also drunk when I tasted it. And it was really warm. Well, not really warm. Oh, thanks for the resub, Pebbles! Let's go! Just posted a fire TikTok? Hell yeah. Okay, I'll get up and stretch. I also posted a TikTok. Wait, let me pull up my TikTok. The line didn't work? Why are you guys talking about pickup lines with me? Or about me. Pickup lines to use on me. I'm dumb. Pickup line. I'm dumb and don't care about emotions. Okay,
Absolutely.
wait. Okay. Here, wait, look at this. I also have my Twitch recap up if we want to look at that today. Or we could wait. Alright, this is the TikTok I just posted. Absolutely. Gaming. What else would we be doing? Crying? Not in my not in my unemotional household. True. we don't have emotions in here. Unless it's
anger.
That's not what I was gonna say, but I should not have said what I was gonna say, so.
Were you gonna say horny?
Yes. absolutely. What a time. What a great TikTok that is, huh? All the ladies like pet leeches? I mean, I like leeches. You like my TikTok, Pebbles? Okay, wait, I have to stretch. I'm stretching my chair because I have my heated blanket on, and I don't want to... I already had to get up to let my dog in my room because he thought that I had food, and then I had to get up again and let him out because he realized I didn't have food after I sat back down. Yeah, I got home, I showered, we ate dinner. Is that confirmation that I like leeches? I mean, they're cool. I've never seen one in real life, though. I live in a desert. I've never seen leeches. Or, yeah. I'm not near water enough to see leeches. Oh my gosh. I'll definitely be scrolling on TikTok tonight, Pebs, and I'll see your TikTok. Also, I keep calling you Pebs. I don't know if you like it, but I keep calling you Pebs. It's just short. Funny, they suck. Oh my god, you're so funny. You're so funny, Loki. You're so funny. Once when I was younger, we went to the lake and saw like baby tadpoles, and I thought they were leeches and cried. You cried because you thought you saw baby leeches? I love little tadpoles. I love water animals. I think that they're so fun. I have 4 fishies living on my desk. Not on my desk, in an aquarium on my desk. In a fish tank. It's not really an aquarium. Although I do have lots of plants and actual soil and rocks. Pretty cool if you ask me. But yeah, I have my Twitch recap if anybody wanted to see that. I'm such a lurker. Why is my camera freezing? I'm literally not even playing a video game. Why are you freezing? Anyways. I have my Twitch recap, and I sent a picture to Ivory, and I'm literally just a lurker. Found they don't actually bite, they just suck until blood comes. So I thought about why there ain't no leech girl waifu. Cause leeches are not hot enough for waifu, I guess. I don't know. It wouldn't be very popular with the general public, I guess. I'd enjoy it. This is my first cup of wine. I had Taco Bell actually for dinner, so I had a Baja Blast. I had a Baja Blast, and now we're here drinking wine. Pebbles, this is the one that you told me to get. Well, it's Moscato, and this one is peach, and I also have strawberry. The science men would know, and women, yeah. All the science peoples would know. The men of culture, I don't think men of culture are trying to look at a bunch of waifus. Oh, it didn't go on time. Usually it goes on time. Women included. Where's the bonk? Are my sound alerts broken? Pause. Oh, there it goes. It's just really delayed. Let's go. Wait, Ivory. Can you add, what's the word? The little tags. Can you add tags, please? I'm cozy. My hands are far away from the keyboard. I mean, no, actually, my keyboard is pretty close. Tags, yes. Thank you. Add good ones. Yeah, okay. I guess I should get to the point now that we're 10 minutes into stream. Tag leech girl? I'm not a leech girl. I just like leeches. Alright, this I got at TwitchCon. It's such a cute little... Why is my camera lagging? Alright, hold on. It's this one, right? Yeah, okay. You can't edit? Oh, shit. Slash... I thought you were. Probably because I banned you so many times. Alright, let me fix it. Configure. I'm gonna... Alright, hopefully that'll fix the camera lag. Hey, just stop getting yourself banned. Problem solved. Oh yeah, it took it away from you. It said you became a mod. It says you became a mod 4 days ago. All right, it's fixed. Now you should be able to edit. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but I can't really sneeze. Can I sneeze? I don't really need to sneeze. We're good. But yeah, I made a new command. So if you do exclamation point book, this is the book that we're reading, and then this is the like kind of a little the back of the book. This is what the back of the book says. I don't know what it's called. I don't care. That's that's it. So yeah, it's called Prison Heal. Oh yeah, this. I got this at TwitchCon. I don't remember the name of the artist, but I think that it's so cute. It's a little mushrooms in a jar. And then we got mushrooms coming up. But yeah, I think it's so cool. So cute. And here's the book that we're reading. Thank you. Reading book club. Wow, what 2 great tags that you have added. Oh no, you added more. Okay. It's a mega paragraph? Well, yeah, that's not, it wouldn't even let me add the whole back of the book because it was too many words. So I just put what it would let me have. There we are. There you go. But yeah, this is the book we're reading, and I thought I would dress appropriately in my turtleneck, and I got a cup of peach wine, which I'm probably gonna need another cup of, if I'm honest. I am going to get flu shots in the morning though, so I don't know what that says about me, but I'm gonna do that. I think they're also doing a drug test, which doesn't apply, but you know, you're gonna need all the wine you can get. True. I know. I mean, I always look like a nerd because I am. It's the glasses, I think. The glasses and the headset. I'm assuming, and the fact that I am a nerd. And I like science and video games, and I'm a streamer. 8 out of 10, that's it? I need an 11 out of 10, please. Come on, cough it up. Give me the recognition I deserve. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited to read this book. There's a map! Wait, I wonder if I can find the map online so I can put a picture on stream so that you guys don't have to forget. Or I can just show it on screen. Healer map. Nope. Map. If I find spoilers, I'm gonna cry. 9 out of 10? 10 out of 10 is just 1. But it's 1 whole. 9 out of 10 is 0.9. Not 1. 11 out of 10 is over 100%. I think I deserve that. Oh, this picture's so grainy. No, I want a picture. I want a picture of the actual map. It's not giving that to me. You found nothing? Oh no! Oh my gosh, should we tell them about my plan? I mean, I've said it before. I kind of want to keep it a little secret. I've not started because I have been studying for the MCAT all day. By all day, I mean trying and failing. I got through like 1-2 chapters. Yeah. Oh, but it was secret. That's a prison. Oh, I guess. Well, is it a prison? I know that it takes place in a prison because it's called the Prison Healer. Oh, that is the map. Okay. Hold on. Get over here. Then we'll put this on screen. Oh, there you go. All right, here's the map. You can't really see it very well, but this is the map. So whenever they're talking about something on the map, I will show it to you guys. Actually, we're gonna make it bigger so you guys can see the numbers. Well, you might not be able to see the numbers. I can see the numbers. And then I'll just, because you can't even read those words. I can't even read those words. Can you just fit in the middle of the screen, please? Thank you. Okay. Boop. Yay! I see numbers. All right, perfect. As long as you can see the numbers, we're good. I'll just tell you what numbers mean what. You can read words. I can't. I'm about to read, but it's cut off. Oh, it's okay. I can read. See, I have the same picture in my book, but I just want it up there so you guys can see it when we're talking about things. Okay, so this book takes place in a prison. The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. Nani? Lynette. Pretty. I read this before. The back of this. So we're just gonna jump right in. Actually, no. Okay. Oh, no. A masterful storyteller. Lynette is such a pretty name. It is! It is a really pretty name. Just like Ivory. Kiva Meriden is a survivor after 10 years of work. Okay, I have to talk quieter because I'm gonna ruin my fucking voice if I talk this loud. It's just I can't hear myself over my headphones. Maybe I should take my headphones off, but then I can't listen to music. Okay, I'm just gonna talk wider, alright? We're gonna turn the microphone all the way up. And that way if I talk too loud, you guys will know. Screw music you're reading, but I will get bored. I'll get bored. And then I won't be able to... and I'll be sad. I want to be bored. I have this great name. It's one of Dante's beautiful pistols. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dante, you mean, isn't Dante, like... went to hell or something? Dante's 9 Circles of Hell or something? Yeah, after the guinea pigs. Oh, well, he is hell? No, he, like, went to hell or something. DMC. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think maybe I should drink more wine. And I think that you need a shot. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm supposed to be reading, guys. Stop. Stop. Devil May Cry. It's not a video game? Bro, I'm studying for the MCAT. I don't know what you think, how much information you think that I can hold in my brain. Of schnapps. Is chugging that wine. I'm sipping it. Look how much wine we have. That's a lot. I mean, that's not a lot. There's actually a lot of ice. Need to drink it before the ice melts, and then it's watery wine. I've never had schnapps. Also, side note, never had schnapps. Okay. Kiva Meriden is a survivor. After 10 years of working as the healer in the notorious death prison, Zalindov, she has only one goal, stay alive. But then the rebel queen arrives at the prison on death's door, and Kiva receives a message. Don't let her die. We are coming. When the queen is sentenced to a series of impossible elemental challenges, Kiva volunteers to take her place. If she succeeds, both she and the queen will be granted their freedom, but no one has ever survived. With an incurable plague sweeping Zalindov, a mysterious new inmate fighting for Kiva's heart, and a prison rebellion brewing, Kiva can't escape the terrible feeling that her trials have only just begun. Boom, boom. Okay, that's what the back of the book says. Some water on the rocks? I'll give you some water on the rocks. Here, have a sip. This is water on the rocks. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. All right, are we ready to officially begin book club? Also, all of these VODs will go on YouTube and they'll go in a specific playlist. So if you do actually enjoy them, or you want to like or you really like the books and you happen to miss a day or something like that, don't worry, because the VODs will be on YouTube. So if you miss a day, and well, the VODs will be on Twitch, but they don't always stay on Twitch for that long, so the VODs will be on YouTube. So don't worry, the VODs will be there for you. But yeah, all right. Chapter 1. Actually, I kind of want to switch. I see, because my book is kind of in the way right here where I can't see you guys, but over here I can. You're kind of just out of my way. Is this actual reading the book or actual book club? What do you mean? We're reading the book, and then we can talk about it as I read the book. And you can put in your little comments and stuff. I don't have the book for... yeah, story time, I guess. But yeah, we can discuss the book together and all the... Also, I don't know what this is rated, so... I don't know what's gonna happen. Content warning, don't know what's gonna happen. They are in a prison. There are trials, maybe death, maybe other things. I don't really know. Do my own reading on YouTube for books, but I found that I could get sued or taken down for it. Well, they'll never find me, so it's okay. Don't jinx us. That's what qotd said. My sister said that Jody used to read books to her people, and then she said that she was having problems. But there's not even 300 people that follow my channel, which I'm not saying that is a small number by any means. I've worked very hard to get here and I appreciate everybody that's been here. But comparatively to other people like Jody, who has 1 million followers on Twitch now, 300 is not a lot. So I think that we're good. I think that we're safe. And if something happens, I'll take the VODs down. It's okay. We'll stop and we'll start watching horror movies on YouTube that are free. Or we'll start watching MasterChef, which is also something I want to do. Okay, anyways, now can we start the book? 20 minutes into stream. Alright, chapter 1. Looking down at the boy... Okay. Looking down at the boy strapped on the metal table before her, Kiva Meriden leaned in close and whispered, "Take a deep breath." Before he could blink, she braced his wrist and strapped the tip of her... Oh, stabbed. Already a typo. 2 sentences in. This is literally the second sentence of the book. Anyways, she stabbed the tip of her white-hot blade into the back of his hand. He screamed and thrashed against her. They always did. But she tightened her grip and continued carving 3 deep lines into his flesh, forming a Z. A single character to identify him as a prisoner, as Alandov. The wound would heal, but the scar would remain forever. Kiva worked as fast as she could and only eased her grip once the carving was complete. She repressed the urge to tell him that the worst had passed. While barely a teenager, he was still old enough to discern the truth from lies. He belonged to Zalandov. No! She's a prison healer! She's carving the letter of the prison so they know he's a prisoner. Prisoner. Ouch, yeah, that hurts. Sad that she has to do it too. While barely a teen, he was still old enough to discern the truth from lies. He belonged to Zalandov now, the metal band around his wrist, labeling him as inmate H67L129. There was nothing good in his future. Lying would do him no favors. Why is he in prison? Girl, you know exactly as much as I do. You know exactly as much as I do. And also, I think I'll probably wait till the end of the paragraphs to look over at chat so I don't lose my spot. Also, let me know if you want the music up or down. Let me know. After smearing Balico sap across his bleeding flesh to stave off infection, then dusting it with pepperroot ash to ease his pain, Kiva wrapped his hand in a scrap of linen. Shu quietly warned him to keep it dry and clean for the next 3 days, all too aware that it would be impossible if he was allocated work in the tunnels, on the farms, or in the quarry. Hydrate? Drink some wine. I mean, there's water. Ivory said that when I'm drinking things and people redeem hydrate, it always means that they want me to drink water. What year is this? It's in an... There's magic, Ivory. There's magic. I don't know what you... Yeah, it is almost 2023. This is in an alternate universe. I'm pretty sure there's magic. There's elemental trials. I'm pretty sure that means that there's like fire, earth, you know, Avatar. You're so confused. It's in an alternate universe. There's a rebel queen. There's a rebel. There's. Okay, Ivory. This girl works as a healer in the prison. It's in a different universe. I read the back of the book. You were not paying attention. I'm not reading it again. But there's a rebel queen that's gonna come. Kiva, the main character, decides to go take these trials for the queen because she likes the rebellion and needs to keep it clean. What it meant? We're not even a page into the book yet. Is this book 1 or not? Yeah, this is book 1. This is book 1. I don't like looking up books because I will get spoiled. Okay. It would be impossible to keep clean if he was allocated work in the tunnels, on the farms, or in the quarry. Hold still, I'm nearly done, Kiva said, swapping her blade for a pair of shears. They were speckled with rust, but the edges were sharp enough to cut through steel. The boy was shaking, fear dilating his pupils, his skin pale. Kiva didn't offer him any reassurance, not while the armed woman standing at the door to the infirmary watched her every move. Usually, she was given a degree of privacy, working without the added pressure of the guards' cold, keen eyes. But after the riot last week, they were on edge, monitoring everyone closely, even those like Kiva, who were considered loyal to the warden of Zalendov, a traitor to her fellow prisoners, an informant, a spy. Oh, okay. So she does... So she... sounds like she's a prisoner, like she's not allowed to leave, like she has to keep working for them, but she's treated as like a spy to the others, like the other prisoners don't like her. Interesting. No one loathed Kiva more than she did herself, but she couldn't regret her choices regardless of the cost. Okay. She's cutting him. End of story. Ignoring the whimpers now coming from the boy as she moved toward his head, Kiva began to hack at his hair in short, sharp motions. Unleash the leeches? No. She's trying to heal him, not torture him. She feels bad for him. They're all in prison. She remembered her own arrival at the prison a decade earlier, the humiliating process of being stripped down, scrubbed, and shorn. She left the infirmary with raw skin and no hair, an itchy gray tunic and matching pants, her only possessions. I thought she worked there. Ivory, listen to the story. I'm just telling you the context clues. She's not bald when she got there. A decade earlier. So a decade ago they cut her hair. Don't know what she looks like now. We have not gone to any explanation. The words I'm processing. That's okay. Ask your questions. It's okay. I'll explain. She used to be bald. Yes. She was a prisoner. And yeah, it's totally okay. That happens. People have processing disorders. It's okay. I'm here. We're here. Imagine, I don't know what she looks like actually. I'm not even gonna pretend. So she was a prisoner there and she remembers the terrible experience. Let's make this a movie. I'm a terrible actress, whatever. Oh, are you sure? You could. Who knows? Then it'll be clear. If only I had the devices to help. Okay. She'd left the infirmary with raw skin and no hair, an itchy gray tunic, and matching pants, her only possessions. A decade ago. Despite all she'd been through as Zalendov, those early hours of degradation were some of the worst she could recall. Thinking about them now had her own scar, giving a pang of recollected pain. Pang of... You want me to put sunglasses on? Oh no. I can't read with sunglasses. How am I supposed to do that? Oh no. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? I can't even read what you're saying. Is this what you want? Is this what you bargained for? Is this what you use your points for? So that I would have to put on sunglasses, drink my wine in the dark, and read a book that I can't even read. I can't see anything. I can't see what you guys are saying. Somebody screenshot this. This is what I want to look like next year at Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time and your wine aunt's over. Oh wait, if I squint I can read. Hold on. We are pure evil. It's supposed to be a cozy book club. Much like my name's Ivory. Stop! I can see what your messages are saying. Much like my namesake, I live to cause chaos. Insert X-Men meme here. She can't see us. I can see you. Don't squint. No. Bad words. Oh look, there they go. Oh look. Shaking my head. Yeah, yeah, this is what you get. A beautiful photo, Lucky. I love it. Hell yeah. Time for a visit from the leech man. Oh my god. What a wow. You forgot? Oh no. Alright. Since the ads are going, don't forget to follow. Subscribe to miss the ads. They start every 30 minutes. They roll every 30 minutes. She likes Leechman, so it's not punishment. True. Ivory does like Leechman. You're literally giving her a favor by giving her Leechman. Okay. Can I actually read with this? I think it's too dark. I don't think I'll be able to read the book. I can, but it's really hard. I'm taking the glasses off. You got a nice picture. Alright. Thanks for sticking around. If you're actually interested in listening to the book, it will be on YouTube. Or there will be a VOD. Bye! See you later. Thanks for hanging out and making me put sunglasses on to drink wine. Putting sunglasses on and drinking wine. New emo wine on tea. Bye. Bye. Yeah, Bailey too, I guess. Yeah. I love these photos. I could make it a new emo. Actually, I have 0 space for a new emo. Actually, now I have 1. You can add a new emo every time you get a new subscriber. And I have 7 subscribers now. So I can add 1 emo. Anyways. Back to the book. It's okay. I'll explain. When anything happens, I'll be like, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, recap. She's you'll find out eventually. Oh my god. She's a prisoner. She was a prisoner. She has the scar marking a Z on her hand. She's now like a doctor at the place. Even though she is a prisoner, she's seen like a traitor, so none of the other prisoners like her. But she's not allowed to leave, so she's still like a prisoner. She just is like a healer there now. In an alternate universe where there's a rebellion, I guess. Okay. Those were some of the worst memories she could recall. Thinking about them now had her own scar giving a pang of recollected pain. Drawing her eyes to the band she wore beneath it. N18K442, her identification number, was etched into the metal, a constant reminder that she was nothing and no one. That saying or doing the wrong thing, even looking at the wrong person at the wrong time, could mean her death. Zalandov showed no mercy, not even to the innocent. Zalandov is the prison. Especially not to the innocent. Kiva had been barely 7 years old when she first arrived, but her age hadn't protected her from the brutality of prison life. She more than anyone knew that her breaths were numbered. No one survived Zalandov. It was only a matter of time before she joined the multitudes who had gone before her. She was lucky, she knew, compared to many. Those assigned to the hard labor rarely lasted 6 months, a year at most, but she'd never had to suffer through such debilitating work. In the early weeks after her arrival, Kiva had been allocated a job in the entrance block, where she'd sorted through the clothes and possessions taken from new inmates. Later, when a different position had needed filling due to a lethal outbreak that took hundreds of lives, she was sent to the workrooms and tasked with cleaning and repairing the guards' uniforms. Her fingers had bled and blistered from the unending laundry and needlecraft, but even then, she had little reason to complain, comparatively. I love the new emotes, Ivory. Cute. Alright. End of another paragraph. Interesting. So it sounds like they have terrible jobs, but she's never gotten them. So she's still alive. So she's probably about 17. Because it said she was 7 when she arrived, and it was like a decade. She works there. She's like, you know how like she's both. You know how like prisoners will have to do like their own laundry, and they'll like, some will work in the library and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like prison labor. She's gone through all these different jobs. Oh, so she's a printer. No, she's not a doctor. She's not a doctor. Well, it's called a healer, I guess. I think she just works in the infirmatory or whatever they call it. Infirmatory, yeah. She hasn't actually healed anybody yet. She's just carved the Z into somebody. She probably worked under somebody else who used to be a healer and then learned the practice. I don't know if there's actually doctors in this world. And then heal it. I mean, she knows about like healing. Like she put ointment on the hand so it wouldn't get an infection and stuff. So I don't think that yeah. I don't think that her only job is to carve Z into people and then heal it. I think she's just a healer, but whenever people come there, new people, she probably looks them over and then... No, she's not the rebel queen! Ivory! We don't know why she's in prison. It's insinuated... Okay, 1, she was 7 years old when she came to the prison. 2, she also has a Z carved on her hand. She had her hair chopped off when she was 7. She's now 17, has gone through multiple jobs at this place, at this Zalendorf prison, but she has survived when most people die because of bad jobs, but she has gotten relatively okay jobs. No, Ivory! I know exactly as much as you know. I know exactly what you know. Everything you know about the rebellion, everything you know about the magic, everything you know, I know. I know nothing. It's okay. It's okay. Once I end stream, I can literally get in a call and I can explain it to you. I can give you a recap of everything that happened. You can ask all your questions. Keep asking your questions. But everything that I know, you know. It's okay. I appreciate you being here. You can go if you're struggling. It's okay. Okay. Wait, where were we? Okay, so she okay, so she worked at different jobs. Her last job was in the laundry room where she washed clothes and sewed clothes and did needlework. Okay. Kiva had been dreading the order for her to join the laborers, but the summoner never came. Instead, after saving the life of a guard with a blood infection by advising him to use a poultice she'd seen her father make countless times, she'd earned herself a place in the infirmary as a healer. Okay, so she's learned some healing from her dad before she was in prison, so she knows a thing or two. Nearly 2 years later, the only other inmate working in the infirmary was executed for smuggling angel dust to desperate prisoners, leaving the then 12-year-old Kiva to step into his role. Wait, 2 years ago. So is she 14? I think that she's about 17. I don't know. So it's like magical. It's probably just drugs. It's probably just drugs. That's called angel dust. I don't know if it's actually magic. I don't know. Could be. It sounds like it could be a real drug. I'm not sure. Okay, so she was 12 when she was left alone to be the healer. Where was I? Oh, with it came... Okay, so, nearly 2 years later, the only other inmate working in the infirmary was executed for smuggling angel dust to desperate prisoners, leaving the then 12-year-old Kiva to step into his role. With it came the responsibility of carving Zalendorf's symbol into the new arrivals, something to this day Kiva despised. It's a real thing. It's real, called phenylcyclidine. That's not what you typed. Phenylcytidine. Phenylcytidine. Sounds like another drug that I have heard of because I took a drug class. I'm not gonna go into it. Alright. Okay, so Phencytidine. Phencytidine. That's not okay, I'm gonna read the book instead of that word. Because I don't know how to say it. Alright, with it came the responsibility of carving Zalandov's symbol into the new arrivals. Something that to this day Kiva despised. However, she knew that if she refused to mark them, both she and the new prisoner would suffer the wrath of the guards. She learned that early on and bore the scars on her back as a reminder. She would have been flogged to death had there been anyone skilled enough to replace her at the time. Now, however, there were others who could take up her mantle. She was expendable, just like everyone else at Zalandov. Interesting. The boy's hair was a choppy mess when Kiva finally set the shears aside and reached for the razor. Sometimes it was enough to just cut away the tangles. Other times, new arrivals came with matted, lice-infested locks, and it was best to shave it all off rather than risk a plague of the small beast spreading around the compound. I'm turning my music down for my ears. Ew, lice. That's why they cut all the hair off, so that nobody got lice. Don't worry, it'll grow back, Kiva said gently, thinking of her own hair, black as night, that had been shorn upon her arrival, yet now fell well down to her back. So the only thing we know about what she looks like is she has long black hair. You hate lice, but I also hate bald people. You seen Quackity though, right? He's bald. He's bald and hot. She has long black hair. Despite her attempted comfort, the boy continued trembling, making it harder for her to avoid grazing him as she swiped the razor over his scalp. Kiva wanted to tell him what he would face once he left the infirmary, but even if the guard hadn't been watching closely from the doorway, she knew that wasn't her place. New prisoners were partnered with another inmate for their first few days, and it was that person's responsibility to offer an introduction to Zalandov, to share warnings and reveal ways to stay alive. If, of course, that was desired. Some people arrived wanting to die. Their hope already crumbled before they stepped through the iron gates and into the soulless limestone walls. Kiva hoped this boy still had some fight left in him. He would need it to get through all that was coming. Yikes. Yikes. Done, she said, lowering the razor and stepping around to face him. He looked younger without this hair, all wide-eyed, hollow cheeks around protruding ears. That wasn't so bad, was it? The boy stared at her, as if she were one move away from slitting his throat. It was a look she was used to, especially from new arrivals. They didn't know she was one of them, a slave to Zalandov's whim. If he lived long enough, he would find his way to her again and discover the truth, that she was on his side and would help him in any way she could, just like she helped all the others in as much as she could. Finished, called the guard at the door. Kiva's hand tightened around the razor before she forced her fingers to relax. The last thing she needed was for the guard to sense any spark of rebellion in her. Impassive and submissive, that's how she survived. Many of the prisoners mocked her for it, especially those who had never needed her care. Zalandov's bitch, some of them called her. I'm sorry. The heartless carver, others hissed when she walked by. This is terrible. This is terrible. And I laughed. This wine is not doing anything for me. Tastes good though. Zalandov's bitch. That's her. Carving little Z's. The heartless, what was it? The heartless carver. Oh, do you hear my... ice jangling, the ice clanking. Maybe I need to like take a shot and then drink the wine. That would be an interesting book. Maybe we can go through this and like every time that somebody gets hurt in the book, I'll take a shot and then we'll see how far we go. No, that's a bad idea. Hi, Faze, how are you doing? We're reading. Hi, Tyler. How are you? We're reading our book, drinking some wine. Struggling. Yes! It's going great. We're on page 6, and it's been 47 minutes. Fine wine, sort of not. It is not fine. It is barefoot peach moscato. Ivory does not understand anything that's happening. It is progress. Page 6. We're very cozy though. Fancy schmancy. It was $11 for 2 bottles. Ivory's just confused. They're like half bottles of wine though. So, it's fine. Could have kept that part to yourself. No. I am 21 and honest. It's okay. We all need cheap wine. I like it. I think it tastes good. Ish. I think it tastes fine. Okay. Well, I hope you're having a good time. Hi, Ivory. It's okay. She's always here. I was in her Twitch recap. That was so exciting. I've never been in anyone's Twitch recap before. That was so cool to see. SMH. Ivory was not in my Twitch recap because she streams when I'm at work. And I also have 50 hours on the 4th. You stream while I'm at work. I literally cannot watch you. Yeah, my day was good. You were my #1 viewer. Are you sure about that? I mean, maybe. Probably. You could have been. Honestly, you could have been. How's your day? My day was good. I went to work, and I watched some MCAT. Nah, you were just my most watched streamer. My most watched streamer is somebody. Your day's been shit. I'm very sick. Yeah, Ivory messaged me and she's like, can you tell me what sickness I have? And she's like, I have 3 symptoms that are for a variety of illnesses, but you're practically a doctor even though I haven't even graduated undergrad yet. I'm enjoying this whole being done semester thing. Nice. Doctors. I'm not a doctor yet. I'm studying to get into med school. I haven't even gotten there yet. Yeah, I know you needed a diagnosis, but I literally, like, I can tell you how DNA is replicated. I can tell you how metabolism works in your body down to the chemicals, but I cannot diagnose you with an illness. I have all of the base science. I cannot put it together for you. And I would definitely need to run some tests. Cause you are ill. You are ill. You're naked in the winter. The Ivory messaged me. She's like, I feel like I'm so cold everywhere, and I'm like, you're in the snow. I don't know what to tell you. It was foggy this morning though. It was really cool where I live. It was foggy because it rained last night. I don't know. It was very cool. It was dark when I left my house. You're wearing 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks, 2 sweaters, a jacket, and a blanket. And I was freezing. Yeah, because you're sick, dumbass. Too bad, get warm. Yeah, go jump in the lava. It's fine. Problem solved. Boil some water, throw it on you. Don't do that. Shaking my boobs. Go take a bath. Go take a nice warm bath. I didn't take a bath. I took a shower. Took a nice warm shower. That was good. And then I blow dried my hair and I'm streaming. And I have my heated blanket on my lap. Got a candle on. My Christmas candle. My Christmas candle. Got my bee. Maybe it was the leeches. Probably. Looking real nice, the hair, thank you. I literally just blow dried it. I have to go get my picture taken tomorrow, so don't really want to do that. But yeah, this is my natural showered blow dried hair. Nothing done to it. I mean, I curled my bangs a little bit, but those are fucking bangs. I agree, photos do suck. I have to get it for an ID card thing. Yes, book time. We're getting off topic. Okay. She survived by being impassive and submissive, and all the other prisoners hated her because she carved Z's into their hands to mark them as prisoners. Bye! Thanks for stopping by. Have a nice night. Sleep well. Hey. Don't make it weird, Ivory. Hey, yo. Impassive and submissive, not submissive and breedable. Those are very different things. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some wine and keep reading and not look at your messages for a minute. I can still see your messages. Ivory! Oh my god. Bad. She couldn't blame them for seeing her that way, and that was why she hated it the most. Oh, that's good to pin. The truth was, many prisoners who entered the infirmary never came out again, and that was on her. Healer, the guard called again, this time more forcefully. Are you finished? Kiva gave a short nod, and then the armed woman left her spot at the door and ventured into the room. I really need to focus on these words to read them correctly. The female guards were a rarity at Zalendorf. For every 20 men, there was perhaps one woman, and they seldom remained at the prison for long before seeking posts elsewhere. This guard was new, someone Kiva had noticed for the first time a few days ago. Her watchful amber eyes, cool and detached in her youthful face. Her skin was 2 shades lighter than the blackest black, indicating that she hailed from Jurva? Yeah. Or perhaps Hadris. These are fake places. Both kingdoms were renowned for their skilled warriors. Her hair was cropped close to her scalp, and from one ear dangled a jade tooth earring. That's cool. That wasn't smart. Someone could easily rip it out. Then again, she carried herself with a quiet confidence. Her dark guard uniform, a long-sleeved leather tunic, pants, gloves, and boots, barely concealing the wiry muscles beneath. How are you confused? She's talking about the lady guard that's been standing at the door. I'm just kidding. Oh, damn tooth earring, a jade tooth earring. You need some of them. I know, it sounds kind of cool. That's not her. No, this is the guard. Come on, you got it. I believe in you. I believe in you. You'll get this. You'll get it. Hold on, wait. Okay, I had to move the mic a little bit. So we're talking about the guard. You think you're stupid? It's okay. It's okay. Swallowing. Okay, so we're talking about the jade tooth earring. That wasn't smart. Someone could easily rip it out. Then again, she carried herself with a quiet confidence. Her dark guard uniform, a long-sleeved leather tunic, pants, gloves, and boots, barely concealing the wiry muscles beneath. It would be a rare prisoner who was willing to mess with this young woman, and any who did would likely find themselves on a one-way trip to the morgue. Swallowing at the thought, Kiva stepped backwards as the guard approached, giving the boy an encouraging squeeze of his shoulder as she moved past. He flinched so violently that she immediately regretted it. Kiva indicated the pile of discarded clothes that the boy had worn before changing into his gray prison garb Take these to the entrance block for sorting. She's taking the clothes he came in with for sorting. This time it was the guard who nodded before setting her amber eyes on the boy and ordering, "Come." The scent of his fear permeated the air, and as he rose, on wobbling legs, cradling his wounded hand with the other, and followed the guard from the room, he didn't look back. Wrong spelling! Change the U to an O and add an E. They never did. Okay, he didn't look back as he left. They never did. They hate her. They hate her. They hate her. They hate our main character, Kiva, who has long black hair, and that's all we know about her. And she's a prisoner. Kiva waited until she was certain she was alone before she moved. Her motions were quick and practiced. Yeah, she's just doing what she's told, but like, the first person that they meet at this prison is her, and she's kind of mutilating them. Like, she's carving the Z, pretty much marking them as a slave, as an item of this prison. She's cutting their hair, changing their identity, pretty much. That's traumatizing. Even though she's forced to do it, that doesn't mean that, like, I don't know, she's still traumatizing them. She doesn't have a choice, but they don't really know that. They're kind of probably in shock. True. She's not being mean about it. She's trying to be nice, but still. That just because somebody's like nicely traumatizing you doesn't mean that they're not gonna hate you, you know? Like, they're still gonna feel something about it, and it's probably not gonna be good. Okay, we're getting to a good part. I see fun symbols. Kiva waited until she was certain she was alone before she moved. Her motions were quick and practiced, but with a frantic urgency, her eyes flicking to and from the door with awareness that if she was caught, then she was dead. The warden had other informants within the prison. He might favor Kiva, but that wouldn't keep her from punishment or executions. Okay, so she's working for the warden, so she's kind of a double agent. As she rifled through the pile of clothes, her nose wrinkled at the unpleasant smells of long travel and poor hygiene. She ignored the touch of something wet on her hand, the mold and mud and other things she'd rather not identify. She was searching for something, searching. She ran her fingers down the boy's pants, but found nothing, so she moved to his linen shirt. It was threadbare, some places ripped and others patched up. Kiva inspected all the stitchings, but still there was nothing, and she began to lose heart. But then she reached for his withered boot, and there it was. Slipped down the damaged, gaping seam of the left boot was a small piece of folded parchment. With shaking fingers, Kiva unfolded it and read the coded words contained within. And these are the coded words. They literally say nothing. It's a made-up language. That's what it looks like. It is backwards, but you can't read what that says anyway. It's just a bunch of symbols. It's just a bunch of symbols. Kiva released a whoosh of air, her shoulders drooping with relief as she mentally translated the code. We are safe. Stay alive. We will come. It had been 3 months since Kiva, secret language. Okay, so apparently the language says, we're safe, stay alive, we will come. So someone's coming to get her, someone cares. 3 months of checking the clothing. Oh wait, it had been 3 months since Kiva had last heard from her family. 3 months of checking the clothing of new, oblivious prisoners, hoping for any scrap of information from the outside world. If not for the charity of the stable master, Raz, she would have had no means of communicating with those she loved most. He risked his life to sneak the notes through Zalandov's walls to her, and despite their rarity and brevity, they meant the world to Kiva. We're safe, stay alive, we will come. The same 8 words and other similar offerings had arrived sporadically over the last decade, always when Kiva needed to hear them the most. We're safe, stay alive, we will come. The middle part was easier said than done, but Kiva would do as she was told, certain her family would one day fulfill the promise to come for her. No matter how many times they wrote the words, no matter how long she'd already waited, she held on to their declaration, repeating it over and over in her mind. We will come, we will come, we will come. One day she would be with her family again. One day she would be free of Zalandov and prisoner no longer. For 10 years she had been waiting for that day, but every week that passed, her hope dwindled more and more. Dun dun! Stop! Irie! This is sad! This is sad! She doesn't have a family. She's a prisoner. And you're over here making dick jokes. Chapter 2! Alright, what do we think? Any questions? Any questions that I can actually answer? Those would be most appreciated out of all of them. But I will take all of them. Look how I'm holding this fucking wine glass. Why did I pick it up like this? Scrumptious. What do we think? I like it. I think it's interesting. I mean, the book. Sounds cool. We'll see how this goes. I feel bad for Kiva. I feel bad for everybody in this book, actually. Except for the warden. Maybe the prison guard? I don't know about her. She seems kind of cool. Always worried, though. She is working for the prison, but don't really know if she's there on purpose. I already said hold on, but I kind of want to keep reading. I shall wait. And the camera's lying in anyway, so. Do 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 do. Do do do. How are you supposed to hold wine? That feels wrong. By the stem? But that feels like I'm gonna knock it over. My hand strength is not good enough for that. Cheers. Do 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 do. Oh, there's an ad in progress. Do 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 do. Is the wine hitting me? Not yet. I think I just gotta drink faster. Shall we wait? Shall we continue? What should we do? I think I want to continue. Chapter 2! Drink some water. Also, hold on. I actually am gonna blow my nose. Are you sure you're okay? You should go to the doctor. You should go to the doctor. Go to the doctor tomorrow. Oh my. Alright, chapter 2. Oh no. You gotta sleep. Rest up, rest up. You gotta get your body healthy. Let your body rest. Don't worry. It's okay. Just fall asleep while I'm reading. Okay, chapter 2. There's a man. He arrived like many of the others, covered in blood and looking like death. Okay, not hot. Get in bed, get in bed. Bedtime story. Yes, hot man covered in blood. I actually don't know if he's hot, but he looks like death apparently, and death is hot. I'll say that. That's all I'll say. A month had passed since any new arrivals had appeared at Zalandov. A month since Kiva had been forced to carve a Z into anyone's flesh. Aside from the usual prison injuries and an outbreak of the tunnel fever, for which the victims had been quarantined, some of whom had died and most of whom wished for death, but would be back on their feet once the fever passed. There had been little for her to do. Today, however, 3 new arrivals, all men, and all rumored to be from Velenia, the capital of Evelon, the largest kingdom in Wenderall. I think Wenderall is like the place that they live, like the continent or something. So, okay, so they're from the biggest kingdom. It was rare for dragons to appear in the winter months, especially those that came from southern territories like Avalon. Usually prisoners hailing from such great distance were held in the city dungeons or village lockups until spring thaws, when they would be less likely to perish during the weeks of travel. Sometimes the guards themselves didn't survive the journey through the Belhair Desert and over the Tanister Mountains, especially when the weather turned and blizzards swept across the pass. And for those venturing directly from Valenia, they also had to come across the wild meadow and the crueling swamplands that cut straight through the heart of the crying woods, an arduous journey at the best of times, especially when coupled with the savage treatment of the transfer guards. Sounds terrible. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, it didn't matter when the prisoners came or where they were from. Travel to and from Zelendov was always perilous. Located in the north of Avalon, close to the borders of both Miravin and Caramore, the prison wasn't easy to reach from any of Wenderal's 8 kingdoms. So there's 8 kingdoms, I guess. This isn't one of them. Nevertheless, hi, Tomio! How are you doing? We're reading a book, getting ready for bed, relaxing. I am drinking wine. How are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I'm drinking wine, peach wine. I hope that you've had a relaxing day. We're on chapter 2 of our book. The main character is at a prison. She is a prisoner. She's also the prison healer. So she works in the infirmary, healing other people. She also marks them with a Z when they first arrive at the prison. So a lot of people hate her because they associate her with trauma. Where are you from? I'm Argentinian. I am from the US. I'm American, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, and she's getting secret notes from her family that says they're gonna come save her, but they've been saying that for 10 years. We're nearby. Nice. Yeah. This wine is carbonated, so I'm burping a little bit. Okay, it's really hard to get to the prison, so it's a perilous journey. And they're saying a bunch of kingdoms, and we just have to imagine where they're from. To react. I'm reading a book. I'm not gonna do that. We're in book club. We're talking about the first day of book club. I'm gonna read the book. Okay. The prison wasn't easy to reach from any of Wenderal's 8 kingdoms. Nevertheless, all of those kingdoms used the prison, their problematic citizens transported from all corners of the continent without care as to whether they would survive the journey. Indeed, of the 3 men who had been delivered through the front gates and sent straight to the infirmary today, only one required Kiva's attention, since the other 2 had already passed into the Everworld, their bodies pale and stiff. So there were 3 prisoners, 2 died, the other one is coming to her. They didn't yet reek of decay, indicating their ends must have been recent, but that made little difference. They were dead, there was no bringing them back. The 3rd one, however, the pulse beating within him, was a surprise, weak as it was. Looking down at him, Kiva wondered if he would last the hour. Doing her best to ignore the 2 corpses draped across the metal slabs to her right, Kiva studied the living man, considering where to begin. He needed to be washed not just because he was filthy, but because she couldn't tell how much of the blood coating him was his, and if there were any wounds that needed tending. Rolling her shoulders, Kiva pushed her ratty sleeves up to her elbows, wincing as the coarse gray material irritated the still healing flesh along the inside of her right forearm. She wouldn't allow herself to think about what the guards had done to her 3 nights ago. Or what might have been if the newest guard, the young woman with the watchful amber eyes, hadn't arrived when she did. Ooh, the guards tried to, like, kill her or something. I don't know. Kiva still didn't know why the woman had intervened and warned the others of the warden's displeasure. The guards weren't fools. They knew that while Zalandov was ruled with an iron fist, the warden didn't condone abuse of power from his guards. That, however, didn't stop them from violating the prisoners. They just took care not to get caught. The newest guard hadn't yet lost the spark of honor, of life in her amber eyes, which usually faded after the first week at the prison. Turning into bitter resentment, it was the only reason Kiva could come up with for her interference. But as grateful as she was, she now felt as if she owed the amber-eyed guard, and it never boded well to owe anyone anything at Zalandov. Stifling her troubled thoughts, Kiva collected a wooden pail of fresh water and returned to the man's side. Carefully and methodically, she began to clean him, peeling away the layers of his tattered clothing as she went. Never forget, little mouse. No two people look the same, but we are each beautiful in our own ways. The human body is a masterpiece that deserves our respect, always. Kiva sucked in a sharp breath as her father's voice drifted across her mind. It had been a long time since she'd been overcome with a memory from her childhood. A long time since she'd heard the nickname Little Mouse. Something she'd earned from squeaking audibly any time she was startled as a child. A long time since she'd felt the sting of tears in her eyes. Stop it, she told herself. Don't go there. Inhaling deeply, she gave herself 3 seconds to regain control. Then, resolutely continued her work. Her heart ached at the whisper of her father's gentle instructions, her thoughts involuntarily traveling to the days she'd spent in his workroom, helping with the villagers who had sought him out for one malady or another. Her earliest memories were of being by his side, fetching water, tearing linens, even sterilizing blades, when she was old enough to not hurt herself in the process. Of all her siblings, she was the one who had been born with her father's passion for healing. The one who wanted to ease the suffering of others. Now, here she was, about to carve out yet another man's flesh. Her thigh itched. She ignored it. Gritting her teeth, Kiva pushed aside her memories and focused on removing the last of the man's clothes, leaving him only in his underthings. She felt no discomfort at the sight of him lying before her, nearly naked. It was the second nature for her to look at him with the professional eyes, merely assessing the damage to his flesh in the back of her mind. She could appreciate his tone build. I think that she likes this man. There's a love interest. I don't know who it is. Probably this one. His tone build and the honeyed skin peeking out from beneath the blood that she continued to wash away. But rather than wonder what kind of life had led him to having such a healthy physique and what had then led him to Zalandov, she instead feared what it would mean for him upon his awakening. He had enough muscle definition to indicate his strength, which could draw the wrong kind of attention and earn him the worst kind of job allocation. Maybe it would be better if he didn't wake up after all. Berating herself for the thought, Kiva redoubled her efforts to clean him, aware as always of the guard watching her every move. Today it was the butcher who stood in the doorway, having replaced Bones during shift change. Those weren't their real names, but Kiva's fellow prisoners had valid reasons for using them. The butcher was rarely seen outside of the abyss, the punishment block pressed up against the northern east wall. His name was both a warning and a promise for all those who were sent there, few of whom ever returned. Bones, on the other hand, was seen regularly around the prison grounds, often patrolling the top of the limestone walls with a crossbow over his shoulder or stationed in the watchtowers. While not as dread-inducing as the butcher, his predilection for snapping the bones of inmates on a whim meant Kiva was always careful to give him a wide berth. It was uncommon for either of the brutal men to be on duty in the infirmary, but the prisoners were restless of late, with winter's bite making everyone more agitated than normal. Recurrent frost meant food rations were at an all-time low, the produce damaged by the harsh weather and limiting what the laborers could harvest from the work farms. When they didn't reach their daily quotas, which they hadn't for weeks now, they felt the effects more than anyone, both in their stomachs and at the hands of the guards overseeing them. Winter at Zalandov was unforgiving. Every season at Zalandov was unforgiving, but winter was particularly hard on the inmates. As Kiva knew after 10 years of experience, she was all too aware that the twin corpses within her reach weren't the only ones that she would be delivering to the morgue this week, and many more would end up following them to the crematorium before winter was through. Wiping the last of the blood off the man's chest, Kiva inspected his newly clean skin, taking in the considerable bruising around his abdomen. A kaleidoscope of color blossomed on his flesh, indicating that he'd taken more than one beating during his trip from Valenia. But after some careful prodding, Kiva was confident there was no internal damage. A few deeper cuts would require her attention, but they weren't enough to warrant the amount of blood that had coated him. With some relief, she was beginning to realize that the most grievous wound must have belonged to his deceased companions, and perhaps he had attempted to save their lives by stemming the flow of blood, albeit in vain. Or perhaps he had been the one to kill them. Not everyone sent to Zalandov was innocent. Most weren't. With only a slight tremble to her fingers, Kiva turned her attention to the man's face. Having focused on checking his vital organs before all else, she'd yet to clean the blood away and grime, so it remained thick enough to make it difficult to distinguish his features. Once she would have begun her work at his head, but she learned years ago that there was little she could do when it came to brain damage. It was better to focus on putting everything else back together and hope that the person in question awakened with their wits intact. That's sad. Oh no. What? I think this book is sad. Well, initially it's sad. Hopefully it gets better. We'll see. Peering from the man's filthy face to the equally filthy water left in the pail, Kiva bit her lip as she weighed her options. The last thing she wanted was to make a request of the butcher, but she needed fresh water to finish her work. Not just to wash his face and his hair, but to more adequately clean out the wounds before stitching them. The patient must always come first, little mouse. Their needs before yours, every time. Kiva exhaled quietly as her father's voice came up to her again, but this time the heartache was almost comforting, as if he were in the room with her, speaking right into her ear. Knowing what he would do in her place, Kiva lifted the pail and turned toward the door. The butcher's pale eyes locked onto hers, dark anticipation spreading across his ruddy features. I need some... Kiva's voice quit. Well, Kiva's quiet voice was cut off before she could finish her request. They want you back in the isolation block. Oh, wait. Oh. They want you back in the isolation block, the amber-eyed guard said, appearing behind the butcher and diverting his attention. I'll take over here. Without a word, but with a leering look thrown at Kiva that made her skin crawl, the butcher spun on his heels and marched away, his boots crunching on the gravel path leading from the infirmary. She was saved. Again. Kiva wished the water in her hands were clean enough to scrub away the feeling of his parting glance. Tucking a strand of hair behind her ear to hide her discomfort, she looked up to catch the amber-eyed guard's gaze. I need some fresh water, Kiva said, less fearful of this woman than of the butcher, but still wary enough to keep her voice low to appear submissive. Where's the boy? The guard asked. At Kiva's uncertain look, the woman clarified. The red-haired kid with the stutter. The one who helps you with all this. What? Tip? Kiva said. He was sent to the kitchen for the winter. There's more for him to do there. Truthfully, with the recent outbreak of tunnel fever, Kiva would have appreciated Tip's help with the quarantine patients. Since the two other prisoners who had been allocated roles in the infirmary struggled with health anxiety and stayed as far away from the illness as possible. Because of them, Kiva's workload was such that aside from the scant hours she was given to sleep each night, the rest of her time was spent single-handedly treating Zalandov's countless inmates, a demanding task even during the winter months when new arrivals were scarce. Come spring, she alone would be carrying hands in droves, and that was on top of addressing the day-to-day health concerns of the prisoners. But at least then, Tip would be returned to her, and she could take some pressure off. Could take some of the pressure off. If only by assisting with small tasks like stripping the beds and keeping things as clean as possible in their markedly unsterile environment. Now, however, Kiva had no helper. She was on her own. The amber-eyed guard seemed to be considering Kiva's words as she took in the room, noting the grimy-faced, heavily bruised, half-naked survivor, the two dead men, and the filthy bucket of water. Wait here, the guard said, and then she was gone. Bum bum bum! Oh my goodness, this is good. This is good. I like it. I like the book. I like the book. I guess I think I gave myself too much wine. It's hard to read and drink because I just want to read, but I can't speak the words if I'm drinking wine. And also, one of my nostrils is plugged. I don't know why, but it started when I started talking. I guess I just gotta drink it fast between chapters. I really like the book though. It's interesting. Things are getting not spicy, but definitely more in depth, as books should be. Gosh, my cheek is shining. It's shining. I have to like breathe before I drink the wine. I feel like that's an average glass of wine. Alright. Chapter 3. Kiva didn't dare move a muscle until the guard returned minutes later. With her was a young boy who she motioned past her and into the room. The moment his eyes found Kiva, his freckle-splattered face brightened, and a big, gap-toothed smile stretched across his features. With bright red hair and wide blue eyes, Tip looking like a burning candle, he acted like one, too full of energy and crackling with passion. Oh wait, he acted like one. Oh, he acted like a candle. I was so confused. He acted like a candle, full of energy and crackling with passion. At 11 years of age, nothing ever seemed to faze him. No matter the ridicule and frustration he suffered through every single day, he always brought light with him wherever he went, always had a kind word and a gentle touch for the prisoners who needed him the most. He was even pleasant to the guards, regardless of how rough and impatient they were with him. Kiva had never met anyone like Tip, certainly not in a place like this. Kiva, Tip said, rushing forward. Oh, he has a stutter. He looked for a moment as if he might try and hug her, as if they hadn't seen each other in years rather than days. But he resisted at the last second, reading her body language. I didn't know where Nar was bringing me here for. He pulled a face and tried a different word. I was worried. Kiva looked to the guard, unsurprising that Tip, friendly as he was, knew her name, Nari. At least Kiva would no longer have to think of her as the amber-eyed woman. The healer needs assistance, boy, Nari said in a bored voice. Go fetch her some clean water. On it, Tip said, enthusiastically, lunging for the pail, all elbows and knees for a moment. Kiva feared that the bloodied, muddied water would end up all over the infirmary floor, but Tip was out the door with his load before she could warn him to be careful. An awkward silence descended until Kiva cleared her throat and murmured, "Thank you for getting Tip, I mean." The guard, Nari, nodded once. "And for the other night too," Kiva added quietly. She didn't look down at the raw burn mark on her arm, didn't draw attention to how some of the guards had decided she was to be their entertainment for that night. It wasn't the first time, it wasn't even the worst time. That's so sad. But she was grateful for the intervention all the same. Nari nodded again, then the repeated actions stiff enough for Kiva to know better than to say more. It was strange though, now that she knew the guard's name, she felt less trepidation, less intimidation. Careful, little mouse. Kiva didn't need the echo of her father's warnings. Nari had the power of life and death in her hands. Kiva's life and death. She was the guard of Zalandov, a weapon in her own right. Death incarnate. Giving herself a mental kick, Kiva shuffled back towards the surviving man, busying herself by checking his pulse. Still weak, but stronger than before. Tip returned from the well on record speed, the wooden pail filled to the brim with fresh, clean water. What happened to them? He asked, pointing to the two dead men as Kiva began to gently wash the living man's face. Not sure, Kiva answered, glancing at Nari briefly to gauge her reaction to them speaking. The guard seemed unconcerned, so Kiva went on. This one was covered in blood, though. Rearranging. Tip peered thoughtfully at the man. You think he did it? Kiva rinsed the dirty cloth, then continued wiping away layers of muck. Does it matter? Someone thinks he did something, otherwise he wouldn't be here. It'd make a good story, Tip said, skipping off toward the wooden workbench to begin gathering the items Kiva needed next. Her face softened at his thoughtfulness, though she was careful to school it into indifference before he turned around. Attachments were dangerous at Zalandov. Caring only led to pain. I'm sure you'll make it a good story, even if it isn't, Kiva said, finally moving up to the man's hair. Mama used to always say I'd grow up to be a bard, Tip said with a grin. That's cute. Kiva's fingers spasmed on the cloth, her heart giving a painful clench as she thought about Tip's mom, Ineke. Ineke? I-N-E-K-E. Ineke. For the first time in 3 years, having been accused of stealing jewelry from a noblewoman, when Ineke was sent to Zalandov, the then 8-year-old Tip wouldn't let go of her skirts, so he was thrown into the wagon with her. 6 months later, Iniki got a cut while working in the slaughterhouse, but the guards wouldn't let her visit the infirmary until it was too late. The infection had already spread to her heart, and within days she was dead. Damn. Kiva had helped Tip for hours that night, his silent tears soaking her clothes. The next day, red-eyed, puffy-faced, the small boy had said only 5 words. She'd want me to live. And so he had, with everything within him, Tip had lived. Kiva was determined he would continue to do so, outside of Zalandov, one day. Dreams were for fools, and Kiva was the biggest fool of them all. Returning her attention to the man lying before her, she slowly worked the tangles from his filthy hair. It wasn't long, which helps, but it wasn't short enough either. Kiva debated whether it would need to be shaved, inspecting it closely, but she could see no sign of infestation, and once the blood and dirt were gone and it began to dry, revealing a rich golden color somewhere between blonde and brown, a lustrous shine became more noticeable. Healthy hair, healthy physique, both rare and new arrivals. Again, Kiva found herself wondering what kind of life this man had come from, that had led him to fall so far. You're not gonna swoon, are you? Tip said, appearing at her elbow with a bone needle and spooled cat gut in hand. What? Tip nodded down to the man. Swoon because of how he looked. Kiva's brow furrowed. Her eyes flittered to the man's face, taking him in promptly for the first time. Oh. She frowned deeper and said, of course I'm not going to swoon. Tip's mouth twitched. It's alright if you do. I'll catch you. Shooting him a look, Kiva opened her mouth to retort, but before she could get a word out, Nari appeared right before them, having approached on swift, silent feet. A quiet squeak left Kiva before she could help herself, but the guard didn't shift her eyes from the man lying on the metal bench. No, not a man. Now that he was clean enough to reveal his features, Kiva could see that he wasn't fully grown yet. But he was no longer a boy either, perhaps 18 or 19, a year or two older than she was, give or take. I think this is the love interest. When Nari continued to stare down at him, Kiva did the same. High brows, straight nose, long lashes, the kind of angles a painter would be in raptures about. There was a crescent-shaped cut over his left eye that needed to be stitched, deep enough that it would leave a pale scar on his honeyed skin, but otherwise his face was unblemished, unlike the rest of him. As Kiva had learned upon washing his flesh, his back was littered with crisscross scars similar to her own and those of many other prisoners who had endured a flogging or two. But his scars didn't have the other characteristic look of the cat o' nine tails. I don't know what that means. Kiva didn't know what kind of whip had left such welts like welt-like wounds, but the damage was limited to his back, with few other marks on the rest of his body, save for the fresh one he had obtained during his journey to Zalandov. Are you going to swoon, Nari? Why is he talking to the guard like she's his friend? She's not. Tip's words drew Kiva's attention, and she sucked in a sharp breath at realizing he was questioning the guard. Prisoners should never question the guards. Worse, he was teasing her. Kiva had tried to protect Tip as much as she could since his mother's death, but there was only so much she could do, and now, after this, Nari's amber gaze finally moved away from the youngin's face, narrowing as she took Tip's mischievous grin and Kiva's poorly suppressed fear. But all she said was, he needs to be held down in case he wakes. Kiva's trapped breath fled her lungs, realizing relief making her dizzy, even as she noted where Nari's gaze had moved to, and saw that what was in Tip's other hand. The scalpel already heated, the tip sharpened to a white point. Of course. Not only did Kiva have to patch the young man up, but she also had to carve him. The question was which to do first, but apparently the guard had already chosen. Her new proximity to all the motivation Kiva needed to reach for the blade rather than the needle and spool. Those would come after, hopefully once the guard returned to a safe distance. I can hold him, Tip said, stepping around Kiva to the young man's other side. He seemed oblivious to the danger he had just miraculously avoided. What is that? My sister brought me juice to try. It was pretty good. Alright, where were we? Hi, Ricochet! How are you doing? We're reading book club. How's your day? How's your day? This book is very interesting. I like it. Hi! Ivory messaged me saying that she had swallowed gum. She accidentally fell asleep with gum in her mouth and she thought she swallowed it, but apparently it fell out into her bed and now she has to wash all of her sheets before going to bed tonight, so that really sucks for her. How are you doing? My nose is like plugged. Tired, just finished up first job, on to the next. How have you been? Oh, I'm sorry that that sucks. That sucks. I've been good. I also went to work today. I have been studying for the MCAT, so also been doing a lot of work, but now we're reading. Nose plug. Oof, I know. It just started when I was reading. It's this nostril. I don't understand. But I'm doing great. It's very cozy. The book is good and I have wine that's almost gone now and the ice melted. But I hope you're able to get some rest. I don't know. I might read one more chapter of this and then we'll stop for tonight. I didn't get that much done because we were messing around in the beginning of the stream, but that's okay. That's comforting, yes. Yeah, it's nice. I'm trying to finish this before like all the ice melts and it gets really watered down. Did you get your Twitch recap? Was there anything interesting on them? I learned that I'm very much of a lurker in other people's chats. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like the amount of hours watched compared to the amount of messages. I think I had 568 hours on somebody's stream this year with 18 messages sent. You're also a lurker? Thank God. I lurk so much. I never chat. I'm such a big lurker. That was the biggest one on my Twitch recap. It was for Chilled Chaos. I love his Among Us streams, but like, he usually has like thousands of viewers. So like, I don't talk that much. Sometimes he'll say like, put a 1 in chat, or put a 1 or a 2 in chat for something, and then I'll do that. Or something funny will happen and I'll I don't know, say something. Or I'll say thank you, because I've been gifted a sub 5 times to his channel. 1 sub per every 100 hours that I've watched on his streams. It's crazy. It was like, I watched his stream for 568 hours, and then the next stream after that was like 100 and something. I was really obsessed for like a few months. I watched like pretty much every stream that he did. It was Among Us times. You just get benefits for lurking? Yeah! Every 100 hours I get a sub. I get a sub. I haven't been able to watch his streams in a while, though it's made me sad. I do watch his YouTube videos though when I miss the streams though. So it's fun. But yeah, this the VOD is going on YouTube, so if you ever need something to fall asleep to, or want a comforting voice, well, comforting voice? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Bailey. Aww. And sometimes random fall. I'll take more emotes. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, I love when I get little notifications from Twitch and it's like, you got a sub from this. The other day, I don't know if you know who Galaxy Sushi is, but I was in her stream and then, oh wait, hold on, I have to sneeze. Oh my god, I can breathe. I can breathe. I cleared my nose. I almost spilt everything, but I can breathe. Oh, this is exhilarating. I have fruit snacks on my desk. After this stream, I'm gonna play on my own. I'm gonna play Genshin Impact and eat some fruit snacks. She breathes. We're breathing. Everything is good. We're fine. I'm alive. Thank God. Ugh. Still plugged. My nose is still plugged, I guess. It's been really cold here in Arizona. It's been rainy, which I love. I like it. It's just very cold outside. You found the recap? Okay, let's see. I want to see your top streamer, how many hours? You don't have to tell me who it is, but how many hours and how many messages you sent. If you really are a lurker, let's compare. I actually have mine pulled up right here. Viewer. Hours watched 1,000. Days watched 293. I watched streams for 293 days. That's almost a whole year. Oh, 563. Hours watched total 13,000. Oh. 13,000? What? 13,000? 339? Oh my gosh. Okay, you beat me in hours watched. Maybe you have beat me in hours watched for your favorite streamer. I thought mine was high. 5 million channel points? I got 317. Oh my god. You do watch a lot of streams. Wow. I did go to London. I did travel for a month where I was not watching streams because they were all on American hours and I was on London hours. Not me trying to compete. 30k messages? I have 2k messages. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, favorite streamer, hours watched and messages sent. I need to know. You do lurk in a lot of streams. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. With those hours? Yeah. With those hours? Yeah. Sometimes when my friends are streaming, I will also I'll lurk. Well, a lot of times when they're streaming, I try to lurk. Or at least keep their streams open. Top streamer. Cheers. Top streamer. I have to pee now. 1,245 hours. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's so many hours. Holy shit. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. That's over double the amount of hours that I have for my most watched streamer. That's kind of crazy. How many messages you sent? 677 messages though. I mean, definitely more than me comparatively. Cause if I had watched with my stats, so I watched mine for almost 600 and you watched yours for 1200. So if I doubled the amount of doubled the watch hours, if I doubled the messages, I'd still be at like, what's 18 times 2? Like 32? 18, no, 36. I've had a cup of wine. And I'm dumb. 36 messages. That's so sad. I think that I need to talk more in these chats. I think that I do. I was also gifted 5 monthly subscriptions. Wow. That's crazy. You do lurk a lot. Wow. Wow. My goodness. Oh, thank you. That's okay. It's okay. I appreciate everything. I love lurking. Man, that's why, I don't know. I feel like sometimes, yeah, see, that's how I feel too. Like, I would feel bad if I came in and chatted and then I just stopped talking. And like, I love watching people's streams, but most of the time, I also like playing games. Chill vibes. Not always chill vibes. Tonight is chill. Ugh. I do keep burping though, because this wine is carbonated, and I also had Taco Bell before this. Probably not a good mix. Woo! Alright, I finished the wine. It's just ice. Pretty much. So we'll play on weekends and try to chat. Someone will say, Lacey, hard, but I make an effort. Yeah. It is hard. So still kind of lurking, yeah. I like to talk to my friends' chats, but I'm a lurker. I'm a lurker at heart. I'm a lurker. It's just how I be living. Oh my gosh. All right, we should get back to the book. So our main character Kiva is a prisoner. She now works at this prison in the infirmary as the main like healer. There's no doctors, she's a healer. She kind of works as a spy for the warden, but she also really wants to escape. Her family sneaks messages to her saying that they're gonna come and save her and rescue her and get her out of the prison. We don't know what got her into the prison. We do know that her dad was also a healer, which is how she knows some things to heal. She has this little boy Tip, who is kind of like her apprentice, who came in with his mom. He's 11. And we also have this guard named Nari. I think her name is Nari. Yeah, her name Nari, who has been kind of nice to her, but still a guard, obviously. So she has to keep her guard up. Yes, go have fun. Hi, oh, thank you. Bye, Ricochet. I'll see you later. Thanks for chatting with me. Hope you have a good day at work. Well, at your second job. Thank you. Wait, sorry. I have my glasses on and I'm sitting far away. Marchenwas. Thank you. I have the bee lamp. I have my Christmas candle. We're making it cozy. My bed is not made. We don't have to look at that. I went to work this morning at 6 a.m. Hi! Oh my gosh, I just had somebody else who's also from Argentina. I love the color of your name, by the way. It's very cute. And this is our sloth who has a bow on his head for Christmas. And I also have a snowman and this little guy dripping off of a pan who's from Argentina. It was some other chatter that has left, but that's interesting. You guys are from the same place. That's so cute. The color of your name is much cuter though. I will say that. I'm a bit biased. But yeah, how are you doing? We're reading this book. I was just going over a summary of it before we get back into it. But yeah. Prison healer. We're doing book clubs. This is the first day. We are on chapter 3. We're actually about to finish chapter 3. And then I was going to read one more before ending for tonight because I do have to get up early tomorrow again. I'm so excited. And then go to work. I have a doctor's appointment and then I have to go to work where I will be getting a flu shot at the doctor's appointment, which I don't want to, but that's okay. I do want to, but shots are scary. Do you like books? Are you here for the books? Or are you here for funsies? For the B lamp, of course. The amazing B lamp content. Is this what you're here for? I hope. The B lamp has been in most of my recent streams, and I would like to make him permanent. Usually I keep him right there off camera, but I think that he's cute here. Brings the cozy vibes, you know? Brings all the little cozy B lamp, and because of the LGBTQ tag. Nice, nice. That's so cool. Yeah, I had my mod add all the tags for me because she's very nice and they are accurate. We'll see if this book has anything. I don't like looking up books because I'm scared of spoilers, so I do not look at them. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good time. I'm gonna get back to reading the book because I've been talking for like 20 minutes without reading the book, but I hope you stick around and I hope you have a good time. Yeah. I will be reading messages, just I'm gonna get back to reading. Where am I? Okay, so there's a new prisoner in. She's cleaning him up. She's checking his wounds. She's like, yeah, apparently he's cute or whatever. She needs to carve a Z into his hand now to mark him as a prisoner, which is, she hates doing it, but she has to. I can hold him, Tip said, stepping around Kiva to the young man's other side. He seemed oblivious to the danger he had just miraculously avoided, with Kiva's desperate warning look rolling right off of him. You take his legs then, said Nari. Nari ordered. This one looks strong. Strong. The words churned in Kiva's gut. There was no way he could be allocated to the kitchen or the workrooms. He would be tasked with the hard labor. There was no doubt about it. 6 months he would have. A year if he was lucky. Then he'd be done. Kiva couldn't allow herself to care. She'd seen too much death in the last 10 years. Witnessed too much suffering. The fate of one more man would change nothing. He was just another number. D24L103. According to the metal band already fastened around his wrist by the transfer guards. With the first stroke of the scalpel along the back of his left hand, Kiva ignored the renewing itch of her thigh and reminded herself of why she was doing this. Why she was betraying everything a healer was meant to be by deliberately harming others. We're safe. Stay alive. We will come. She hadn't heard from her family since the last note, and with winter well and truly underway, she didn't expect to hear anything until a steady flow of prisoners arrived again come spring. But she still held on to their most recent words, the assurance, the demand, the promise. Kiva did what she had to do. She healed people, but she hurt them too. All to stay alive, all to bide time until her family could come for her, until she could escape. This young man, he was one of the better ones to carve, making her guilt easier to bear. Since he was already unconscious, she didn't have to look into his pain-filled eyes as her blade dug into his flesh. Didn't have to feel him shaking beneath her touch. Didn't have to see him look at her like the monster she was. Tip knew. He'd seen Kiva carve too many prisoners to count, and he never judged her for it, or looked up at her with anything other than understanding. The guards didn't care about her task, they just wanted it done quickly. Nari was no exception, not even when she'd first arrived. However, all of them, the amber-eyed guard was the only one to ever show a hint of disgust. Even now, her jaw was clenched as Kiva sunk her blade into the young man's flesh, with Nari's gloved hands pressing his shoulders into the metal slab, lest he was wakened. What are your transmission about? Like you read a chapter every night? Oh no, okay. So usually I game. Usually I play Minecraft, Valorant, The Sims, Stardew Valley, stuff like that. But I've decided to start a book club, so every Tuesday night, hopefully, I cross my fingers. Hopefully I will be reading this book, The Prison Healer, until we finish it. After that, I have lots of books. But yeah, we'll, as a community, we'll pick another book to read, and then we'll hopefully keep reading. The VODs will be up if anybody ever misses a stream but wants to catch up on the book. The VODs are also uploaded to Twitch, so if you ever do miss book club night, then you can watch it over there. And we're like, I don't know, we're meant to be like reading it along. So like, oh, you're a writer though? Nice, that's so cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even see them misspelling. It's okay. That's so cool. Well, if you have comments, let me know. Say them in chat when they happen. I'll finish the paragraph and then talk. But yeah, I definitely want to talk to you guys. Like, I want to do like, you do poetry and scripts for video games? That's so cool. I am in college and I took a poetry and medicine class because I want to be a doctor, but you know, ethics, writing, all important. It was very cool. I actually really did not like poetry before that class, but after that class, I liked it. I understood, you know, better. Still don't write poetry, but still don't read it really either. But this is like, I didn't really have time during school, but now that it's winter break, I have time for books and stuff. I'm excited to read. I'm reading this, and then I have my own book that I'm also reading off camera. That's just for me. That's so cool. What's your favorite book series, or like book or poem or whatever your favorite? I have tons of poetry recommendations. Oh my goodness. I don't like listen, I'm neutral about poetry. I do, however, like things to be said. I don't know. I don't like interpreting things that much. Like little nuances, good. Poems though, sometimes it goes over my head and I'm just confused. But I enjoy them, I do. You hate poetry, say I don't. I won't say it. I don't hate. Listen, hate is a strong word. I don't hate poetry. I just like books instead. I like short stories. I like not memos. I like shark documentaries. For the past like 3-4 days, when I've been like driving to work or like waking up in the morning or something, I either like watch or listen to like stuff about sharks. Like shark documentaries, because I like them. It's my secret comfort. Secret nerdy comfort. It's shameful. It's shameful. How many times do I need to know about great white sharks? How many times do I need to know well, there's lots of types of sharks actually. There's actually one, yeah, I'm not gonna get into all the sharks that I've learned about. I love them as a kid and I still love them now. In Argentina, we have amazing writers. You def have to read something. Of course, of course. Give me a list. I want you to write out me a list. I will screenshot it and I will look into them. I will. I have a lot of studying to do right now, but in between that, I will look up things. I will look it up. Give me a list. Give me like top 5 things I should read that are, wait. Do something shorter first. Probably. That I can read within like one sitting. I already have too many books to read right now. I have 2. And actually MCAT book studying that I need to do, but that is less fun. Ugh. Yeah, I hope that you're enjoying the book club. I'm not a very good reader. What genres are you into? Fantasy. Fantasy, really? This is fantasy. The other book I'm reading is fantasy. It's like, there's like werewolves and magic and stuff in that one. I don't know. My favorite book series is called An Ember in the Ashes. That's also a fantasy. There's magic. They kind of have like superpowers, but it's more of like a spiritual, like, they're not like superpowers. They're like, she can go invisible, but I don't know how to explain it. There's lots of magic and lore and backstories. Trickery, love. Yeah. Not as much into the love aspect, but you know, is there. I don't hate it, alright? I don't hate it. The angst. Well, I don't like really the angst. You're funny, thank you! I've had 1 cup of wine and a Baja Blast. I I hope so. I say some strange things sometimes because I do not think before I speak. That's why I'm reading, so I think less. Say the words on the book. Say the words on the page. Thank you, thank you. Okay, okay. What is it? I have like 1 page, 2 pages? I have like 2 pages left in this chapter. Gosh. Oh. Oh, what is the weather like for you over in Argentina? I don't know. I live in Arizona in the US, so it's very, well, it's not very warm, but it's hot. Oh, did you send a link? Hold on. Can I can't send links. No. Hold on. Oh, here. Okay, now you have a permit. You have permission to post a link. There you go. Did it not work? Did the link still not work? No. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, try now, try now, try now. Here's summer. Aww. Do, 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 do. Let's go. Oh, it's summer. It's so hot in here. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's like, I don't know. It's cold. It doesn't snow here or anything. It just gets cold. There's no leaves that fall. It doesn't get pretty. It's just cold. For me. You hate summer? Me too. I also hate summer. It gets like 115 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know if you guys use Celsius. Where are you from? Arizona in the US. 115 F to C. It's about 46 degrees Celsius in the summer, but it's very dry here, dry heat. We use Celsius, yeah. Okay, so it's about 46 degrees Celsius. I don't know why the US doesn't use Celsius. The United States is absolutely dumb. And I will stand by that, as all of the education that I've gotten here. Yeah, 46 degrees Celsius. It's hot. It's hot. 46 is a lot. Yeah, it's really hot here in the summers. I live in a desert. It's a desert. It's very warm, but it's dry, so there's that. Yeah, we get heat waves instead of snowfall. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, let me yeah, it's not wet and sticky here, which I appreciate. Okay, wait, let me finish this chapter and then we can chat, okay? Okay, this man was one of the better ones to carve, making her guilt easier to hear. Blah blah blah. The guards didn't care about her task. Nari showed disgust. Even now her jaw was clenched as Kiva sank her blade into the young man's flesh, with Nari's gloved hands pressing his shoulders into the metal slab, lest he awaken. Kiva worked fast, and when she was done, Tip was ready with a pot of Balico sap and fresh scrap of linen. As if now satisfied that the new arrival wasn't at risk of moving and ruining his freshly carved Z, the guard retreated to the door, reclaiming her position without another word. It's a shame about the cut on his face, Tip said, as Kiva finished wrapping the man's hand and began to make her way around the rest of his body, adding sutures to the open wounds as she went and applied the antibacterial sap over the top. Why's that? Kiva muttered, only half listening. It'll ruin his pretty face. Kiva's fingers paused mid-stitch over the cut she was closing on his right pectoral. Pretty face or not, he's still a man, Tip. So? So? Said Kiva. Most men are pigs. There was a loaded silence, the only sound being a quiet huff from Nari at the door, almost as if she were amused. Before Tip finally said, I'm a man. I'm not a pig. You're still young, said Kiva. Give it time. Tip snorted, thinking she was joking. Kiva didn't enlighten him. While she hoped Tip would stay sweet and caring, as he now was, the odds were against him. The only man whom Kiva had ever held any respect for was her beloved father, but he was one of a kind. Not allowing the nostalgia to overwhelm her this time, Kiva quickly and efficiently finished scaling the rest of the cuts on the young man's abdomen and back, double-checking that there were none on his legs before moving to his face. It was then, just as she lowered her bone needle toward his brow, that his eyes opened. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. We're gonna leave it there for tonight for the book. We're 4 chapters in, or wait, we're on the 4th chapter, so we'll start with the 4th chapter next time. Maybe I'll do like 2 days a week. Maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays? Who knows? But yeah, anyways, back to chatting. I usually am able to chat more. This is my first time doing like reading a book, so I'm still trying to get the feel, the flow, the vibes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I love chatting with you guys. I do a lot of just chatting. And I also chat a lot while I play games. It's okay. Okay, I just want you to know that I like do chat a lot. I just wanted to finish the book before I forgot where I was. But yeah. Yes. Exciting. Bailey Jean's your full name? No. Just Bailey. Jean is like a mix of some other names. I'm not gonna put like my full name on the internet. Bailey is my first name though. So you can just call me Bailey if you want. Oh, sorry. I had chapstick on my desk. Yeah, I get it. Internet rule 101. Don't put your real name. My real name is Mariana. That's so pretty. I'm not like so Spanish. Mariana. Nope. Don't know if I said that right. I took 1 year of Spanish and I almost failed. Tried to learn it. Couldn't. Didn't. I tried. I think that in English it would be Mariana. No. Hi Ivory, you're back just in time for us to finish. How's the book? It's going good. I read 3 chapters and then I wanted to chat and it's already been 2 hours and it's already 8, almost 9, so that'll be it for tonight. I'm not sure. That's okay. That's okay. I will do my best to remember, but no promises because I am dumb. But yeah, it's turning out really good. I'm so excited. Hi, this is Ivory. She's my friend and a mod here. This is Mariana. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at your little emote fly across the screen. Oh, cool. I hope you got to take a little nap, Ivory. Hope you got to sleep. There we go. Yes. Bouncing. Slay. Look at the little emotes. Wait, I want to send some across my screen. Yes! Cute! Oh, you didn't, but you took some more medicine, so feeling better. Okay, that's good. Your head. Oh, Ivory's sick right now. Is it gonna explode? Been there. My one of my nostrils was plugged and I literally sneezed on I muted myself, but I sneezed and now my nose is clear. You know when you go to the dentist and they numb your mouth? I feel like that would but with my brain. Oh no. A lot of the times when I have like headaches like pressing up against the front of my head, like pressure headaches, I'll take headache medicine, but it just like it like numbs it, kind of like what you're saying. Like I can still feel the pressure, it's just not hurting as bad, but if I like sit and think about it for too long, it'll start hurting again and it sucks. Yeah, I'm trying to convince Ivory to go to a doctor because she keeps coming to me with questions that I cannot answer. She wants a diagnosis and I cannot give that to her. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Figured out that we had not one but two broken thermometers, so we bought a brand new one and it said I was 101.8. Yeah, you got a fever. You do have a fever. I'm not basically a doctor. I'm literally not even enrolled in medical school yet. You cannot call me a doctor. Once I graduate med school, you can call me a doctor in 5 years. 101.8 is what in Celsius? Let me put it in. 101.8. It's basically a fever. It's 38.777777778 degrees Celsius. 38.7. So 8. A lot. So definitely a fever. Definitely means you're fighting something. Probably the same sickness that your sisters have, because that is how illness works. I hope I'm there when you graduate med school. You're definitely invited, Ivory. I will save you a seat. It is a fever, yeah. It's definitely a fever. Oops. Also, your mom's sick too, then you're probably sick with literally the same thing the rest of your family has. If one of you goes to the doctor and gets a diagnosis and it's like you need antibiotics, then you all need to get antibiotics. Otherwise, one of you will get better and then the other person who just had the illness will give it back to you. Maybe. Your dad's like immune though? It happens. It happens. He might have had it before. That's how it works. That is how it works. Where do you know each other from? Here! We met on Twitch. Ivory was a viewer, and then she applied to be a mod, so then she became a mod, and then she started streaming, so we started streaming together. And now she's my bestie! We met here on Twitch. We did. We did. Oh. We did. Mariana really likes the bee. Love that. I know, right? What a great story. And now we torture each other every Saturday playing Stardew Valley. It's so much fun. I love when she gets angry at me. I love it so much when she starts acting like a little gremlin. So much. Really do love it. That's sarcasm, by the way, if you couldn't tell. When I turn 18, we need to meet up. Hell yeah. I'll fly over for your 18th birthday. I'll invade your house and live under your bed. Are you don't want your parents there? Even if you're 18, I'm meeting your parents. I don't know what to tell you. There's absolutely zero way that I'm meeting you without meeting your parents first. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm a responsible adult. And I will meet your parents before meeting you. Yeah. No, sorry. That's how, yeah. That's what's gonna happen. They're so embarrassing. I don't care. So am I. It's okay. Parents love me. Don't worry. It'll be fine. But yeah, there's no way I'm meeting you without meeting your parents first. Sorry to break it to you. Show them this clip. Show them this clip when I'm about to meet them. There's no way that I'm letting that happen. Don't be angry. Don't be sad. It is what it is. It is what it is. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. It's the responsible thing to do. It's the responsible thing to do. I was thinking about going and meeting you next year in my gap year. What if we don't meet up until they die? No, I don't want to do that. That's gonna be forever. That's gonna be a long time. They're not dying anytime soon, I promise you. Well, actually, I don't promise you. That's a terrible promise to make. They will not die from natural causes for a long time. There you go. I'll say that one. What? Nothing. I'm unpinning the message. We're done reading the book. Ow! Oh, I just laughed and I got a super sharp pain in my stomach. It's definitely from the Taco Bell that I ate before this. Ow. Are we good? Are you good, abdomen? Oh my gosh. You know that I can still read your messages. Alright, 3 minutes starts now. I know Taco Bell does hurt. I also need to add a tab to my Stream Deck to make marks for our video that we're doing. Taco Bell does hurt. I finished my wine as well. Maybe it's the Taco Bell wine combo. This is just water. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mariana. I appreciate it. Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you. I hope you have a good night. What time is it in Argentina? I can't see, so I can't. 12:46 a.m. Oh my goodness. I hope that you sleep well. Here in Buenos Aires. Oh my god. That's crazy. Hi, FaZe! I was literally about to end stream. You guys are all coming in at the worst times. You're back! Hi, Tyler. I'm ending stream. Ivory made me take off my glasses for 3 minutes. We finished chapter 3 in the book. So we're gonna start with chapter 4. I was thinking of doing this Tuesday, Thursday nights. Because I kind of want to finish this book before winter break. You want me to put on sunglasses? It hasn't even been the 3 minutes that I'm supposed to take my glasses off for. Wait, I need a recap of what happened. All right. Are you ready for the recap? Start this. VOD 2 recap. If you need a recap, come look here at the VODs. All right. Main character, Kiva. She is a prison healer at this prison called Zalindov. VOD recap. Oh, go. Kiva is a prison healer at Zalindov prison. She is also prison. She came here 10 years ago. She's now 17. She works in the infirmary. She has a Z scar on her hand. There's a new woman prison guard named Nira, who is nicer than the other guards and actually helped turn an incident that we don't know about the other night that happened with the other guards. Kiva is also working for the warden to try and kind of be a spy, try and be on his good side, just so that she survives, because this is a very dangerous prison. She has a little worker named Tip, who's 11, who came in with his mother, and then his mother shortly died, so Kiva is the only one who's nice to him. He's a very sweet little kid. He helps her in the infirmary with water, cleaning things, stuff like that. Her family is... There's the timer. Okay, I can put my glasses back on. 11? Yeah, he's 11 years old. He got in there when he was like 8. He went to the prison with his mom when he was 8 because she stole jewelry and he wouldn't let go of his mom, so they threw him in jail with her, and then 6 months into them being at the prison, she died. Anyways, what was I saying? Her family has been sneaking in notes for her because they would like to rescue her and get her out of prison, even though nobody has ever left this prison alive. And there is a new prisoner who is apparently handsome and 1 to 2 years older than her, who has gone to the prison. He's not severely hurt. She has just finished cleaning him up because he was covered in blood. She doesn't know why he's in the prison. He was unconscious while she was fixing him up, and yeah, apparently he's handsome. And she was cleaning him up. She put the Z on his hand, and then she was stitching up his wounds. She went to stitch a wound above his eye, and right as she went to do that, his eyes opened. The end. Bam. 3 chapters. Let's go. Summarized. Yeah, I guess. I know more of what he looks like than what our main character looks like. So dramatic. Scary. I know, that's what we ended on. What was the last words? It was then, just as she lowered her bone needle towards his brow, that his eyes opened. And that's it for the chapter. Chapter 4! But yeah, that's it for that chapter. That's it for the recap. Looks like I'm gonna have to join the next stream. As so should you! True! I don't know, what do you guys think of doing this on Thursday nights as well? Usually I do normal gaming streams on Thursdays, but if I want to finish this book in the month that I have off, one stream a week is not going to cover it. So maybe 2. Or maybe I just need to do longer streams. Thursday book clubs, Tuesday, Thursday book clubs. Could be fun. You're scared? Why? What's happening? You getting your wisdom teeth out? Oh my gosh, I have my wisdom teeth. Do you want to see them? I don't know if I can show that on camera. Can I do that? Your sister got hers out the other day? Yes. Let me see if I can find them. She was so silly. I was just really tired. I don't know where they are for sure. Oh no. I might have put them away. I keep them in my closet, okay? I don't like questions. Okay, I don't see them. I have like a bin in my closet where I keep all of my like things. And I can't find them. They're probably in the bucket. I'm not getting it out. No, it's not a teeth closet. I keep like birthday cards and stuff. And then I put them in the box with the cards. My mementos, and I'm not getting that box down. I refuse. She kept giggling and then she yelled at me for eating her soup, but I never ate her soup and I don't think she ever had soup to begin with. Gonna be like so weird? I wasn't. At least nobody said anything to me. If I was. The only thing that happened that day, I think that I woke up, I was given like pain meds before we went that made me like loopy as well. I was like laying on the couch after I took the meds, and then I got up and I started walking to the car and I almost fell. Garfield the baddie, hey! We just ended book club for the night, but now we're talking about wisdom teeth. Have you gotten your wisdom teeth out? I was talking about my experience. I don't remember much of the day. I couldn't walk after my pain meds. And then all I remember is that they let me listen to my own music. Garfield slay. True. I love Garfield. Who doesn't love Garfield? Hi. But yeah, I don't remember much. I could listen to my own music. Pretty sure I put on Cardi B. In the dentist chair, and I fell asleep, and I don't know what if my headphones fell out or whatever. I was still listening to the music, I think, when I woke up. Don't really know what happened, but I was jamming to Cardi B. And yeah, and I was in high school. Cardi B was my shit. Not my shit. I really liked her though. I would listen to her all the time pretty much. Yes, I'm gonna be delusional for the next few days. Don't worry about it. I hope everything goes well. I hope you feel better. The thing that I hated the most about getting my wisdom teeth out was definitely the stitches in my mouth afterwards. I hated that. And then you have to like clean your stitches to make sure food doesn't stay. I hated the feeling because they give you like a little water thing to squirt into the back of your mouth to like flush. It's gross. It's gross. Oh my gosh. We dissected the octopus. Cute. That's less cute. Now we dissected Cupid. It's okay. Just make sure that you have plenty of like soup, plenty of things that you don't have to chew to eat. Never got your wisdom teeth out, but I do not like the sound of it. It is not fun. It is not fun. Some people don't have to do it. I wish. As you should, Ivory. I'm also having fun watching them float around screen. Yeah, it's definitely not a fun experience. It's not like terrible. It's not terrible, don't worry, but it's not fun. What? Who is that? Why are they bald? Why are they bald? Next emo, me but bald. You don't know who that is? They're just bald. Oh my. Goal. Ivory go brr. My gosh. The cat! And Ivory's emotes, of course. I love this. Add it to your stream. Add it to your stream, Ivory. It's so fun. But yeah. What else? What else about my wisdom teeth? I think that are those man boobies? The animations do not work on screen. Oh no, it's so sad. Hubs. Alright, interesting. But yeah, just eat a lot of soup. Rest as much as you can. I think I pretty much just ate tomato soup. I think I just ate tomato soup. I did, however, get my tonsils out when I was in 3rd grade. Oh, that's funny. I got my tonsils out when I was in 3rd grade, and bye-bye! Yes, yes, feel better. Keep us posted in the Discord. I hope that everything goes well. Actually, I took a really good photo the day that I got my wisdom teeth out. I can send that in the Discord, too. Who's that little boy with the bow? I reset it again. The little boy with the bow, the cupid, the cupid. I'll do that. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I took some pictures right after I got my wisdom teeth out to send to my friends, and it actually turned out funny. The little guy on your mic. Oh, this guy? This is our stream mascot. He doesn't have a name. I think he has a name. I don't remember it. It's our sloth. He has a plant. That's why I was confused. He has a little plant, and he has a bow for Christmas, because it's Christmas, and usually you guys can't see him, but can we name him? I'm pretty sure he had a name. You should name him Garfield Jr. only if you follow. I'm just kidding. I would not force people to follow me. Historical moment right now. Alright, his name's Garfield Jr. What can I say? Thank you for the follow. Alright, this little Garfield Jr. right here. Wait, he's blocking chat. No, you know what? He's perfect in the background. He's hugging all of your little chat messages. Perfect. I need to like keep... Okay, wait. I have a stream doc. Well, a Google Doc with all my stream things in it. I'm writing his name down so that I will not forget. Stream names. Actually, I'm pretty sure we named this little cat here, but I don't remember what we named him. So yeah, stream names. Sloth. Garfield Jr. Woo! My goodness. Can we name the cat Booby? No. I will eat crickets like the cat is telling me! No! The cat's not telling you to eat crickets. The cat is telling you that I will eat crickets once we hit the follow goal. We're 20 away, I believe. Yeah, we're 20 away. Why not, Booby? You read that? Read that like 3 more times in your head. Eventually the brain cells will collide and you'll get it. Sorry, I'll eat cricket like Booby is telling me. We're not naming the cat Booby. We're not naming the cat Booby. Please. I have enough boobies here. I don't need the cat to be also named Booby. Okay? I don't need no people coming in the chat and be like, oh, what a cute little cat. Oh yeah, his name's Booby. No. No. I do not want to name the cat Booby. And I'm not even gonna leave it up to voting decision because I know that if I left you guys to vote for it, you would name the cat Booby. You're pro Booby. I'm anti Booby. Sorry. What I gotta say, this is war. No, he's not Booby, please. How many times do I have to say the word Booby? Let him have his identity. You're forcing your identity on him. The cat does not want to be named Booby. Booby, stop. No, it's okay. The cat doesn't have to be. We got Garfield Jr. over here. We don't need Boobies the cat. It is funny, but oh my gosh, you're gonna hold this over my head. Fine. What about the bee? What are we gonna name the bee though? Actually, no, I'm not letting you name the bee. We're naming it Honey. Bee. Honey Glow. Isn't that similar to like, what's the girl from, we could call him BB. Oh, that's cute. BB for Booby. Big Dick B, no. I'm okay with BB the Booby cat. BB. Alright, fine. We're not calling the bee Big Dick B. That is like 5 steps past the line. 5 steps too far. No. Oh my gosh, I really have to pee. Oh my god, it's already 9 p.m. Guys, I meant to stop streaming 20 minutes ago. No! No! The bee's name is Honeyglow. I've decided. Honeyglow. Honeyglow. Like honeydew. Maybe that's what I'm. No. Nope. You say it again. Ivory? I'm ending stream. Don't do it. I see your messages. I can see your brain, your wheels turning. I'm not sure that my voice went through before your message sent, so I'm giving you one singular chance. No, it was delayed? Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Don't worry. I have 3 brain- actually I have 2 brain cells. They collided. I got it. I thought. I do need to end though, because I need to wake up. You can still say it, right? Yes, Garfield the baddie. You can still say it. Ivory cannot, because I hate her. No, because I love her. Speak on my behalf, Garfield. No. My gosh, the bee's name is Honeyglow. We got Honeyglow, BB, and Garfield Jr. Oh my god. I need to like ban this word from my stream. No. Nah. His nickname is BB. It's my bed. Oh, you guys can see the side of my mattress. No! He can't! He's a bee! He's a bee and I get to control him. Alright, stay on if you like the name. Stay on if you like the name Honeyglow. Oh my gosh. So cute. Turn off if you hate the name, or wait, turn off if, wait, okay, no. Okay, stay on if you like the name Honeyglow, right? Okay. Stay on if you like the name Sir Queefus. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, the bee has spoken. The bee has spoken. He does not like that name. Okay, turn back on if you want to be named Honeyglow. Oh my god. Look at that. Crazy. Whoa, so insane. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Look, we got a little Honeyglow right here. Loves his name. No. You saw the light. That is Honeyglow's way of speaking to us. Yep. Nope. I would never gaslight you guys. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do this. No. Don't say anything. Yeah, yeah, I would never. No, we're totally fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is good. Don't worry about it. I would never. You see this light? You see this light in this candle? You say one bad thing? Anyways. Anyways. No, he's fine. This is what it means. If you lie. Yeah, see that light? See that light go out? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you if you say anything. You say anything, it slides out. Anyways, guys. How's it going? I'm gonna end stream! No, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. I don't know what you guys are doing. Why are you freaking out? This is anarchy? I mean, yeah. What did you expect? This is my stream. Yeah. Oh my, he's not blinking. See, look. We both like Democrats here. No, I'm a dictator. Some sick beats though. We'll turn the beats up. It's totally fine. 2 bullets for— No! His name is not Circuitous, his name is Honeyglow. You guys, we are in anarchy. I am the dictator. Majority does not rule. Majority does not rule. Sorry. You guys chose BB over here. You guys got Booby and you guys got Garfield Jr., alright? I get Honeyglow. No, please don't set my Twitch chat on fire. No. It's okay, I have the knife. L. You lose. I win. L. Sorry, I'm just better. How about that, huh? Oh, you want to make honey? Oh, actually, I don't know. Beautiful. I still need to re-record that with my new mic. That's for my old microphone. Doesn't change the fact that we got Honeyglow over here. But it does mean— no, it doesn't mean that. I am going to end stream though. No! Oh, I didn't even see that sweaty band. I don't even have it. I was expecting a real sax. It was, and then when I uploaded my VODs on YouTube, I kept getting copyrighted for Sweet Careless Whispers or whatever. All right, I'm gonna put this on my head. It's how I clean my glasses. I'll put this on my head instead of the sweaty band because I'm ending stream. You guys are holding me hostage, making me stay live longer than I want to, and I need to play Genshin Impact to get my daily questions. So I'm gonna go before I go to sleep. So I'm gonna go. When will I be live next? Thursday. I'll be live next on Thursday. I don't know what time. I don't know what I'll be doing. Hopefully book club, and then something else. What about you guys? Just stay under my bed. Like I don't have you trapped there. Just stay there until I start stream next. Problem solved. But yeah, next Thursday. What about everything we've been through? I'll give you some crackers. Hopefully that'll help something. If you're good, a little bit of cheese. Oh my gosh. I'm not already under your bed. I mean, there's lots of boxes. It would be pretty cramped. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? I hope that's the same song that you're singing. I don't actually know all the lyrics. I've seen High School Musical, all of the movies once, I think. So, what about us? No, stop holding me at gunpoint. I need to go to bed. Yeah, I'll give you guys some cheese if you're good until I start stream on Thursday. Yeah, you also need sleep, Mrs. I'm on my deathbed, Ivory. So yeah. Okay, next Thursday, I don't know what time we'll be live. Hopefully I'll be reading some of our book from today and then playing a game. Overwatch, Valorant, something like that. Going over my Twitch recaps for the year. We'll be looking at that, having some fun. Good night, Garfield Jr. Yes, say good night to your pals. Garfield Jr., Booby, and Honeyglow. I will see you all on Thursday. I hope you guys had a good night because I had a good night. And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye, my beloveds. Mwah!